Oh my God, bro. What is wrong with Billie Eilish, bro? Why would she do that, bro? Why would she go somewhere where the same people share the same heritage as her and the same culture and she say, oh my God, it's just so nice to see people who look like me.
It's really cool to come somewhere and like everybody looks exactly like you.
Was she not thinking? Bro, that's so cruel of her, bro. That's crazy. That's just like, you know what that's like? That's just like an African person, right? Who got African heritage or African bloodline in their blood, you know what I mean? But they were born in America, and then they go to Africa or Nigeria to be more specific because they have Nigerian heritage, you know what I mean? And they say, wow, it's nice to see a bunch of people who look like me. Basically share the same heritage because they don't mean that they necessarily look exactly like her, but they share the same bloodline and genes and all that. They don't gotta be related to her, but they just share the same culture. Why would anybody do anything like that? Gotta be racist.
Bunch of dumb fuck. Ultra Squad, man. If you're new to the channel, man, this is different days that I'll react to different things, all right? Go check the schedule out for me, you know what I mean? Make sure you leave a like, subscribe on this video. Leave a comment down below, man, because this is a very weird, funny subject, you know what I mean? Now, as you can see from the beginning of the video, it was a bunch of satire. I was joking, obviously, if you couldn't tell, you know, but a lot of people are getting mad at Billie Eilish for this. Y'all are getting mad at Billie because she said that, oh my God, it's nice to see people who look like me, which is that's where her bloodline is from. Why are y'all getting upset at her for that? That's so weird. Y'all act like she literally said something like white people rule or like y'all goofy, bro.
As you guys know, I'm Irish, so it's cool to be here.
Whoa, she's Irish.
Obviously, I am not from here, obviously, duh, but it's really cool to come somewhere and like everybody looks exactly like you. Well,
Whoa. Let's look at this short's comments real quick. Although this is a short, let's look at the comments because the dude got some comments. Afro-American in Africa can say it. Asian American in Asia can say it. Irish American in Ireland. No, it's racist. Hey man, let's be real. Let's be real. Let's be real. Come on, she has Irish heritage. Nothing she said is racist. MF was called everything racist. This is facts, bro. Let's not even keep going with the comment. You know where I'm going with this, man. And look at how she's talking, bro. Like she's very timid when she's saying that and whatnot. She's doing a concert where her heritage is from, bro, where her culture is from. Like, even though she might not dwell in the culture, you know what I mean? It's like she went back to her roots, man. Like, how many people you know? Like, I speak for black people, bro, since I'm a colored person, aka shout out Joyce Swoll, you know what I'm saying?
If you're gonna attack me, you better go after the colored athletes and the people that are black and minority.
Me as a black person, man, if somebody that has like African heritage or Nigerian heritage or whatever you want to say, right, and they go and become a celebrity or a music artist, you know what I mean, and they go do a concert or a meet and greet overseas, and they go to Africa and they say, man, as you guys know, if you're fans of me, I do have a little bit of Nigerian heritage in me, you know what I mean? It's just nice, even though I'm not from here, to see people who look like me and share the same blood as me and culture, you know what I'm saying, and heritage. You know, nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Y'all get mad at people like Dave Chappelle for being a comedian who talks about trans, who talks about black people, which because he is a black person, talks about white people, talks about any and everything, has trans friends, has even made trans jokes about him being attracted to trans. Does that sound transphobic to you? Because it don't to me. Just think about this. As big as Billie Eilish is, man, as big as Billie Eilish is, she's been probably around the world before. I don't know everywhere she's been. I'm not a fan of Billie Eilish like that. I have reacted to a couple of interviews or songs. Check it out on my channel, man. Go ahead and look up Jada Ultra Billie Eilish. You know what I'm saying? She sees different people all the time. You know what I mean? She has different types of fans. She has black girls, black people who are fans, white people, Asians, I'm pretty sure, people from Ireland. You know what I mean? Like, She doesn't have one demographic of fans. Y'all know this. She's been with a black dude before, right? You know, that don't mean, oh, I've been with a black guy before. That I'm not racist, you know what I mean? But I just haven't seen any racist remarks or racist behavior come from Billy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even a fan of Billy, and I'm up here defending it. Why? Because I'm a rational person. I like to look at all the evidence and get the full context of something before I just assume and make up this deep-rooted fake controversy. Like, well, this is what she really meant by this because she said it like this. Look how her eyes were switching and she looked down at the crowd because she didn't want to look up at the camera because she knows she's wrong. You know what I mean? It's like so goofy to me, bro. All right, man, let's look at some TikToks real quick of people getting upset, or let's see what people saying real quick, man.
Okay, it's not even funny anymore. Like seriously, I'm concerned. There's a serious degradation of intelligence going on now. I don't know what's going on. So Billie Eilish is receiving backlash because while she was performing in Ireland, she made a cheeky remark. It was just a cheeky remark to the Irish. Nothing crazy.
Exactly.
But somehow y'all saw it as white supremacy.
Exactly.
So all she said to her audience was, as you know, I'm Irish, and it's good to see a bunch of people out here that look just like me. We're all pasty and white, right? A little jokey joke, because Irish people aren't really known for their high melanin content, right? She said that as a joke, and some of y'all heard white supremacy. Y'all heard, I'm sick of seeing these coloreds in my audience, which was not implied in any way.
Look at the comments, man. The left is ruining our country, bro. You know what I mean? Listen, it's the right. It's people on the right. I'm a rational person, bro. I'm not on either side or whatever. When it comes to stuff like this, there's people on the right who do crazy stuff or say crazy stuff. There's people on the left who dang sure say crazy stuff. Whatever. You know what I mean? Y'all are so weird. Y'all act like there can't be people who are Republican and gay. Y'all act like everybody who's a Democrat can't be racist or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Everyone who's a Democrat is not gay or LGB, you know what I mean? And just whatever. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's a Republican isn't a racist white person. There's a lot of black Republicans, whatever. You know, y'all just keep people in certain categories, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, it sucks to be white. I am so sorry, y'all. Like, y'all can't say anything. You can't have any feelings. You can't have any preferences. You can't make a joke. You can't make an observation. Oh, it sucks to be white. I am so sorry. When I went to the
I
Dominican...
wouldn't say it sucks to be white, but yeah, I feel like on social media, at least, a lot of things that you might say as a white person, they could be looked at the wrong way, you know what I mean? Point, it don't suck to be white. It don't suck to be black. It don't suck to be Asian. These are the best times to be different races. Let's be real. Y'all be acting like this is the 1700s, bro, the 1800s, bro. You know what I mean? The fact that a lot of black people or y'all left white people or whatever, if you just have a problem, no matter the race you are, at what Billie Eilish said, think about it, especially if you a person of color, right? Or a black person. You know what I mean? Think about it. You have an opinion and you getting mad at what she's saying, even if you were to have just an opinion and you disagree, if you disagree back in the 1700s, you would get dealt with, for real. You couldn't even have an opinion. You couldn't even voice your opinion. The fact that you can now, and you got so many people agreeing with you and just liking your video, you couldn't do that back in the day. People back in the day couldn't get on the app and like a video. You know what? Oh my gosh, this person's so right. Oh my God. You would have got dealt with. You would have got beat up. You would have, man, what? Y'all don't really realize how entitled and blessed y'all are to be able to have all these crazy and different opinions of things that y'all don't agree with and voicing y'all opinions, bro. Y'all need to realize how far we have come as a society and as human beings, bro. It's a lot of things that go down still that's messed up, toxic, whatever you want to say. But we have come through so much as people, bro. Like, y'all don't get that, bro. Yes, it's still gonna be racist people. Yes, it's gonna be people who are misogynistic, this, or whatever you want to say. But in the whole, bro, we free. Y'all act like that's not a real thing, bro. That's how y'all know y'all are messed up in the head, bro. Y'all get to walk outside y'all doors all the time, and nothing really happens to you on an average, you know what I'm saying, on a regular day basis. You know, it's certain people are. I seen this black woman who made a video to my son. Oh my God, so many people talking about black women's weight. Y'all don't understand things, yada, yada, yada. We can't even go outside without getting attacked. Are you a part of the we? Are you making this video right now? So you fine, you must be fine. You know what I mean? You up there eating Wendy's and all that all the dang time. I made a TikTok to this, bro. You fine. You get to go outside your house and all that stuff. Stop acting like most black women are getting attacked and can't go outside. Like, stop. Y'all and y'all weird things that y'all be making up for videos and clown, bro. It's just so weird to me, bro. And all I've showed you so far are black people that are coming out and defending Billy. You know what I mean? I haven't even showed y'all clips of people getting mad at her.
As you guys know, I'm Irish, and I don't know, it's cool to go somewhere where everyone looks just like you. As you guys know, I'm Irish.
Hey, bro.
And I don't know, it's cool to go somewhere where...
Now, this video look like it's like a little spoof, or like they making fun of it, you know what I mean? You know, this ain't even like that bad of a video, or like, he don't seem like he's offended too much or whatnot. But look at the comments. Yeah, I didn't know Irish people dressed like Prime Soldier Boy. Listen, what can I say, man? We as black people, like hip hop, no matter what nobody say, we are very influential. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm up there popping my shirt because it's facts, man. You know, people love our culture, no matter if they want to deny it or not. People will say, "Oh no, hip hop is not that influential at all. Rock is." I don't know most people who dress like rock stars. There are a lot of people, even a lot of rappers or whatever, Uzi, all them, they dress like they rock stars and all that. Hip hop and rock are some of the most influential music genres of all time. I put hip hop number one. A lot of people will disagree with me. This video shows a lot of people that some people would say they dressing like black people right now. Why is that? I don't know. I saw somebody say, why does Billie Eilish dress like Ice Cube all the time? In one of my TikTok videos, bro. And it's like, hey, man. Somebody said she's talking as if she's not a part of the majority in America.
Billie Eilish's statement was controversial, and I'm going to tell you why it was controversial. Now, a lot of y'all people are like, oh, she's Irish. That's what she meant. A lot of y'all taking it. Billie Eilish never has spoken about her Irish heritage, Irish roots, wanting to embrace that, which is why I went south, and why her message could be taken in very negative light, right? And received in a negative light. Now, it would have been different if Cillian Murphy or Barry Keoghan was to say that, because these people, these guys are known to talk about their Irish roots, their Irish heritage, anything. I think Cillian Murphy or Barry, one of them, not too long ago said, I'm just happy that my people are finally getting recognition in the film industry. He was talking about Irish people. You see how he didn't get backlash, right? We also have to realize Billie really never said stuff like that, like ever. And she could have been talking about the clothes.
I don't think that matters, to be honest, though, because even if Cillian Murphy, you know, aka 28 Days Later, all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Even if he is talking about it, if he was to go somewhere and say out his mouth, it's nice to be in a room with people who look like me, people will probably still take that a certain way. It don't matter if he's talked about it or not. You know what I mean? So I don't think that was a good argument. I understand what she's trying to say, but I don't think that's a good argument, man.
Fit, whatever. Again, it went south. And rightfully so. And I'm gonna be honest, most of the time, most white Americans don't embrace their European roots ever. So it's like, that's kind of like a poor excuse.
I don't know about that. I know some Americans who are white, you know what I'm saying? They got the Italian heritage. They, you know, they might, I don't know, man. They might got different heritage. I see certain people with flags, you know what I'm saying? Let's not act like that doesn't happen. Do you watch the UFC? There's a bunch of Americans who are from UFC, you know what I mean, that talk about their culture. You know what I mean? They have their flags. In boxing, they have their different flags. And then they have the American flag too, because why? They born in America, but they have this different type of heritage and culture. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't be peeping stuff. Y'all just think y'all know stuff, but just because y'all don't see it happen. You know what I'm saying? Reaching. Somebody said reaching. This is a poor take. It's not controversial. It's not racist. Y'all just weird, bored, and too sensitive. Trying to take a stance on stuff and make a change. Meanwhile, our ancestors were actually doing things that were meaningful. True. English must have been an enemy for you to not comprehend nor understand the main idea. It's way worse things to worry about than Billie Eilish saying what she said, bro. It's way worse things going on in society where people are doing crazy things overseas and all this stuff, man. We worrying about the wrong things, for real, for real.
I don't know why y'all mad at Billie Eilish. You heard what the fuck she said. She said she liked being around her niggas. What's the issue? You mean, let me ask you a question. Person behind the screen, I hope you black. Let me ask you a question. Person behind the screen, don't you like being around some niggas that look like you? Because I for one, I love.
Facts, man. How many people who are black get uncomfortable around white people? And sometimes rightfully so. You never know. It could be just awkward, or you know, you can't relate, or you might think that they might be a little raucous or whatever. Let's be real. How many white people would rather be around other white people because they not comfortable around black people? Is that a right thing to do? Whatever. Maybe not. But at the end of the day, hey man, I don't care. If a white person don't want to be around me, I do not care, to be honest. I don't care. I really don't. Because I'm doing me. Let them do them. Let them have these thoughts in their head. I don't care, man. You know what I'm saying? As long as I don't see nothing said in front of me or whatever, I don't care. Because guess what? I'm free. I get to walk around. I get to be in a space. If a person is racist, I get to be in a space, and there's really little to nothing that they can do about it. You know, that makes me happy. You know, that makes me feel petty, because I'm like, yeah, I'm finna come close to you. You can't do nothing to me. I get to be in the same area as you. You can't really do nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at things. Maybe that's how y'all should start looking at things. You know what I'm saying? You ever have that coworker or that boss that probably don't really like you, but you doing your job and you ain't worried about what's going on with them, how they feel about you, or this. At the end of the day, you still there. They giving you a check. You know what I mean? You still getting paid for what you doing. That coworker, hey, I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna still be here. So you can not like me or whatever. I'm still gonna be here. You don't like that. You can't stand the fact that I work in the same area and job as you. You know what I mean? That's how we looking at stuff, man. That's how you should too, man. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Leave a comment down below just to see how y'all feel. I want to look at them. I'm going to read them. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to engage. Turn on that notification bell, man. Again, check out the schedule at the beginning of the video. Different days that I react to different things, man. Old Squad. We out.